baby, I feel so down. Oh, and it turns me off, and I feel left out. So I turn around. Oh baby, I don't care no more. I know this for sure. I'm walking out that door. Well, I've been in town for just about 15 minutes now. Oh baby, I feel so down, and I don't know why. I keep walking for miles, but people, they don't understand. No girlfriends, they can't understand. Your grandsons, they won't understand. On top of this, I ain't never gonna understand. How's it going, folks? This is Wayne back with another lesson, and an amazing song as always. Today we're looking at the Strokes and Last Night. I often get requests for Stroke stuff. I'm surprised they haven't done any in the past. This is the first one, so I thought I'd start off with probably their most famous song. This one's an absolute banger. Absolutely love this one. Now, if you do want the chords, lyrics and strumming pattern to this, as always, I'm going to post it up on my Patreon page. So you'll find that with a link in the comments, also a link in the description. And all you do is click on the link, sign up for as little as a couple of quid a month or however much you guys want to pledge. It's all very much appreciated. I can promise you it all generally goes back into the lessons. So it's a way that you guys can help this channel out. And it gives you access to not only this song, pretty much everything I've done over the past just over 5 years now. All the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns to coincide with the lessons. There's exclusive videos there that aren't on YouTube. There's a lot of videos from the archive. There's stuff to coincide with some of the technique lessons that I do. So what you're waiting for, link in the comments, link in the description. If you don't want to do that, underneath the video somewhere there's a super thanks link. You can click on that and make a small donation. Again, massively appreciated. Thanks for your continued support. Thanks everyone who's subscribed. You know, really means a lot. Now, if you haven't got round to it, please hit that little notification bell you'll find just underneath the video somewhere there. And what'll happen, you get notified every time I put a new video out, so you can keep up to date with all the videos. And if you want to, please go over and give me a like on social media. So I'm Wayne Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok, as they always say. I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so to play this song, you're going to need your guitar in standard tuning, and it's nice to start off with this little octave chord. As of the recording, it's a C octave chord. Now I play on the A string root, that's the 3rd fret on the A string. I'm going to mute by just slightly laying my first finger down the D string, and I'm going to put the 3rd finger on the 5th fret on the G, okay? Also, if you sort of, just touch the low E string with your first finger, we can mute that string as well. And I'm just playing that with downstrokes, okay? So okay, so then I'm going to switch to an F major 7 chord. You could do a barred F if you wanted to. I like to do the F major 7 with a C bass in. So if you've never seen me do that before, just take your regular F major 7 and we're just going to move the 3rd finger to the 3rd fret on the A string, little pinky underneath 3rd fret on the D string. So still keeping the downstrokes, so I'm going to go the F major 7 to a G again, and a little stop. That's going to take us into the verse, okay? So I like to do the G chord with my 2nd, 3rd, little pinky, 3rd fret on the top E string. You can do the standard way, the other 3-finger G, you can do the 4-finger G. I just think it's easier changing to that G, and it also frees up the 1st finger. For the chorus, I like to put a little embellishment in. That's putting the 1st finger on the 1st fret on the B string and then off again. You'll see that when I get to the chorus. Okay, so the chords to the verse are going to be a C chord, then we go to a D minor, then a G, and then an E minor to a D minor, okay? And that chord sequence is going to go around 3 times, okay? So I'll just play you that through. So starting with the C chord. Last night she said, oh baby, I feel so down, and it turns me off, and I feel left out. So I turned around, oh baby, I don't care no more, I know this for sure, I'm walking out that door. Well, I've been in town for just about 15 minutes now, oh baby, I feel so down, and I don't know why, I keep walking for miles. Okay, and that's going to take us into the chorus. So the chords to the chorus are the F major 7, and we're going to go to the G chord. So that's where I like to do that in a little embellishment by adding my first finger, as I said, you know, on the first fret on the B string and then off again. You don't have to, you can just do, you know, play a straight G. I just think it adds a little bit more to the song. So what we get is, people, they don't understand, girlfriends, they can't understand, your grandsons, they won't understand, on top of this I ain't never gonna understand. Last night she said, oh baby I feel so down. Okay, so we got another verse there, I go straight into another verse. After verse 2 we got this little guitar solo, so that's basically a C chord, F major 7 and then a G. So what we got is, that takes us into another chorus. We got another verse, and after the last verse, the outro goes into, you know, what will be the solo chords again. So we got the C, F major 7, G, and I like to finish it there on the C chord. Okay, so that's pretty much the meat and potatoes of the song. Now the strumming pattern I think works quite well throughout this, although we do mix it up a little bit. Will be a down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. So if you hear that around the chords, that also works for the chorus as well, and that is pretty much all you're going to need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you all dug that lesson. And as I always say at this point in my lessons, come on, if you don't like that song, you don't like music. Strokes were an amazing band at the time. I was never that into them at the time, but looking back on it, compared to music now, I think it proves what a great band they actually were, you know, in that little era where we had the White Stripes, obviously the Arctic Monkeys. I think I was more into the Arctic Monkeys at the time, that's why I sort of overlooked the Strokes a little bit. But thanks everyone who requested the Strokes. If you've got any requests for any other Strokes or anything 50s to modern day that's going to work well on an acoustic or an electric guitar within reason, so the easiest way to put requests in, I think everyone knows by now, is obviously comment below the video in the comments, or if you want to find me a personal message over on those social media platforms I suggested at the start of the video, you're very welcome to. Please do keep your requests coming, as it's what keeps this channel going and it's very much appreciated. I just always point out that I do have to sort of henpit them a little bit, you know, some things work, some things don't. But don't let that put you guys off. Please do keep your requests coming, because that's what keeps this channel going, as I said. Another thing that keeps this channel going, I'll just quickly mention it again. Thanks everyone who's subscribed. Thanks for your continued support. If you haven't got round to it, please hit that little notification bell underneath the video so you can keep up to date with all the videos that we put out. The Patreon page, you want all the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns to all the songs that I do, as well as bonus content, you know, exclusive videos, stuff to coincide with the technique lessons. There's a link to that in the comments, also a link in the description. The super thanks link just underneath the video somewhere there if you want to click on that and make a small donation. Again, massively appreciated. And another way that you guys could help this channel out, this doesn't cost you a penny however, and it's word of mouth. Word of mouth is a very powerful thing, so if you dig what I do, please like and share my lessons, tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, anyone, you know, plays a guitar, please point them in my direction. I'd really appreciate that. So that just leaves me to say, whatever time of day it is you're watching, maybe morning, day, night, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all for a lesson very soon. Take care.